Folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on a stretch bracelet using a lot of the nearly everything we're going to use is from Turtle Love, including this strand and these guys. So let's turn down and I'll show you what I plan on doing with them. I've got some elasticity here. I sometimes use Stretch Magic, but this is a 1 millimeter, and I like this bigger size because then I don't have to worry about it breaking very easily. Now you can cut this with scissors or with any kind of, and I'm going to make this bracelet a little smaller. I usually make a 7-inch one. I'm going to try and make this somewhere around, I think 5 or 6. Because it's for a smaller wrist. So the first thing you want to do after you've cut your Stretch Magic, I probably cut about 10 inches and I probably don't need that much, but I like to have a lot for making my knot. So you want to stretch your cord out like 5 or 6 times so that you don't have a big bag in it when your beads start getting strung. Now once I do this, I'm going to put a bead stopper on one side so I don't have to worry about my beads falling off. And then my next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on one of these bronze spacers and then about 5 or 6 of these little cubes or the bicones that we got out of our SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit Turtle Love. Now these are fitting sort of tight, and that's all right. Now, I'm making this 5 or 6 inches because I'm making it for somebody with a smaller wrist, but I didn't get a measurement, so I'm hoping that 5 or 6 inches, 5.5, somewhere in there, is going to be a good length, but I'm not sure it will be, but here's hoping. 3. Come on, go on there. These beads have a smaller hole, they seem, because they don't. Most beads will go on to my Stretch Magic relatively easily, but some of these just don't seem to want to. And I may have to ream a few out so that they'll fit fine. And we probably may have to add some more beads to this. If we do, that's fine. I probably shouldn't have bothered with the spacer piece because I might need to add more to it later. So now that I've got to this area, what I want to do is put in another spacer. Then we're going to put in one of these guys. Oh, this one has a rough edge. Let's see if we can't get that fixed. Still a little rough, so let's get my file out here. Now, because that uglied it up some, I'm going to rub it against here to try and get some of that ugly off. And then we will put this onto here. Put another one of these bronze spacers in. Another one of these guys. Then what I'm going to put on is one of these little turtle beads I got out of my stash. Because unfortunately, even though this is called Turtle Love, the kit from SoftFlex, they didn't have hardly any turtles. We want some turtles. So there's this turtle. Then I'm going to put this, I guess it's a porcelain bead here. Turtle on the other side facing the bead so that both of their heads are actually towards the bead, the center bead here. Then we're going to put on another set of these. And then we'll put on another 5 of these, and then this is going to be our bead for our knot, and we'll see if it's going to be what the length is when we get to there. Now, this is about 5 inches here. I truly think I'm going to want at least one more bead on either side. So we'll put another bead on. And we'll pull this guy here off. Slide some of these down. Put now see, this is quite small, and that's fine because I don't want it to be this is a small wrist we're going for here, so, and I need another copper spacer here. So I need to, bronze spacer, so I need to go get one. But in the meantime, let's see how long this is getting to be. Oh, way too small. Even for a small wrist, I think that's going to be way too small. Whoa, 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 come back here. Yeah, see, that's not even 5 inches. I think I want to make it about 6. So we're going to get some more of these beads out, and I need to get another spacer. So we're going to go get the spacer, and I'll be right back. So I went and got another spacer and then put a few more of these beads out. I've got 6 on each side now, but I think we're going to go for at least 7. And then we'll put one of these spacers and this bead here. Now we'll put another, let's see, we've got 7, we've got 6, so we'll put one more of these. Come on, go in the hole. There we go. And then the other spacer for this side. Slide these this way a bit. Now we're going to, again, take this off. Go through the big bead here, the big hole bead. Come on. Pull her tight. It still looks a little small to me. And I want it, like I say, between 5.5 and 6 inches, I think. So let's see how big it is right now. Oh, it is 5.5. So maybe just 2 more of the triangular beads, and then we'll see again how big it is. Take the spacer off. Put 1 more triangular bead or bicone, whatever you want to call it, on this side. All the way through, baby. Huh, there must be something stuck in there. It started fine, but it's not going through. Well, let's see. Do we have something stuck in you? Don't appear to be. Unless I already knocked it out. Look at that, it's turning the wire a orangey color, or the thread. Wonder what kind of coating this has that it's doing that. There we go, got one. Now for you. Now we'll then take these 2 off and put another one over here. Now let's make sure they got the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 8 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 8 over here too. That's fine then. Now we'll try this again, see where we're at as far as size is concerned. I think we're probably going to stop at this place, but we'll see for sure. That's 6, maybe even a little larger than 6. So we're going to quit here. So next step is to what we're going to do is we're going to pull one side of the wire back out. Then we're going to put the two wire like elastics close by each other, like so. And now we're going to tie the knot. So we'll stretch this out a few more times. And then to tie the knot, I'm going to wrap these around my fingers. And then both fingers like so. Then we're going to push both threads right through here. Then we'll do that a second time. Now this will make a very large knot, loosen, but it's about the best knot I've ever found for holding an elastic bracelet. So come on, keep going. Now I need to pull this tight. There we go. And now that I've got the knot in, I'm going to pull it a couple of times. Then I'm going to cut the knot about, a little bit up from the knot I've got this much thread left, but if you will have noticed, I wouldn't have had enough thread if I had a shorter amount in order to close this. Now I'm going to get my GS Hypo Cement, and I'm going to get the Hypo Cement on the knot. Come on, you guys, get away from the knot so I don't have glue all over you. So all over the knot here. Now, whatever you do, don't use super glue on your elastic knots because the super glue dries hard as a rock and it will freeze your knot up, and the first time you try and pull it on, you will find you have a real problem, and that is that your knot will break. So now the next thing we want to do is take these two loose threads, put them into the big bead, and now we got to pull that knot. I've got strip glue on my fingers. Through into that large hole bead. And this is why we need a large hole bead, because our knot is pretty good sized. Now work the knot into our bead. Don't let it pull out the other side like it's starting to do right now. There we go. And there it is, right there, all knotted. Now we have to let it dry for a while, but in the meantime we have our little bracelet, which is, it is just barely 6 inches, maybe a little bit larger. So there is our little tiny stretch bracelet. And I hope that fits well to the person that I'm going to give it to. So we have our little turtles here. Flip these guys over because they're facing upside down. And they're the only things on here that are silver. The rest of them are bronze, and that's fine. I don't mind mixing metals. But there we go. There's our little bracelet. I hope you enjoyed making this cute little stretch bracelet with me. Here it is. This is the center here. And this is the center of the back, and it's where our large hole bead is at. Well, that's our large hole bead where our knot is at. So everything, all of these beads, other than the spacers, my little turtles, and the large hole bead, are from SoftFlex's Design Challenge Kit, Turtle Love. And that's why I added the turtles, because this is Turtle Love. So we added these little turtles. And I think the little boy I'm sending this bracelet to will hopefully like those little turtles. And hopefully it's not too horribly large for him. If it is, at least he can grow into it. Hopefully it is not too small. Anyway, so there we go. There is our stretch bracelet. Isn't that cute? Again, this is made with SoftFlex Company's Design Challenge Kit Turtle Love. And this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I hope you enjoyed making this with me. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.